Okay. Take two, motherfuckers. You're like, what happened to take? Well, you know what? Just zip it. Okay, I don't want to hear it. We are officially in 2021. You're like, oh, what is happening? Okay, first of all, you have to go all the way backwards. All the way backwards to February, where all this crap starts, because we've been time traveling, people. Okay? Christ, I'm getting too old for this nonsense. Okay. What the hell am I looking for? What are we doing today, everybody? Let's just grab our crystals. Let's grab our hippy dippies. Grab our hippy dippies. Let's light some incense first. We're having a moment. Okay, we're gonna take a moment. We're gonna have a moment. I broke my money jar incense thing and it's like broken and shattered, and we need a moment. This is musk. Okay, this incense is musk, and it comes from these. Remember these? We did reviews on these. I hope you can see that. But we did reviews on them. There's previous videos. Remember, we're grabbing our crystals and we're breathing. And we're breathing out. We're just aligning ourselves with our higher selves and our true selves. And we're just releasing all the negativity. Okay. Now that we're normal again, I forgot a mortar and pestle. So I will be right back. 3 minutes! Okay, we're back. Now, what we're gonna be doing today is we're gonna be doing a cleanse spell. Now, we've already got a blue candle over here that is supposed to help us with the cleansing and the vibrational stuff and the just, attaining our goals. That's what it's for. It's keeping us focused, keeping us on track. We're keeping ourselves on track. We're following a very strict, very tight, very rigorous budget, which will never get me out of debt because I don't make enough money. This is what I've come to the conclusion of. I do not make enough money. I'm a 30-something-year-old peasant witch, okay? And when I say peasant witch, I mean we are as poor as dirt can get. Okay, we barely put food on the table half the time. And so, with that being said, when you peasant, you gotta work with what you have, okay? There's no time to be going out and buying fancy candles and fancy herbs and fancy dirts and fancy this and fancy that. Girl, you gotta work with what you got because you piz, okay? You piz. Now, we have a white candle, and there's just been this, for the last couple of days, coming into 2021, there has been this sense, this feeling, okay? It's a feeling of anxiety. And it feels, I don't know how to describe it. I really don't, Toobies. I really don't, okay? It's, you have to feel it to know what I'm talking about. Like I don't know how to describe it. It's this feeling of frustration. It's this feeling of anxiety. It's this feeling of just garbage, okay? And we don't need that. We don't need that in 2021, okay? It is 2021. And we don't need that garbage in our lives because we are queen. Okay, we know we queen. We know that we queen. We know that we beautiful. We know we gorgeous. We know that we run the world. We know that we run YouTube. We know that we are queen of the witches, and we know that we are everything and anything, okay? Now, we might not be half of those. But what we do know is that we're the only channel on YouTube worth watching. And we might not even be that. But what we do know is that we've got the confidence and the arrogance to say that. And a witch's magic really does boil down to their confidence. And we can't have our confidence wane and wax and all this other stuff. Things are changing. 2021 is going to be a year that the physicality has never experienced before, okay? It's gonna be a spiritual awakening, okay? And to do this, we need to cleanse. We need to get rid of this feeling, this self-doubt, and we need to raise our protections. Because 2021 is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be an insanity, but nothing like 2020, okay? It's the insanity level is more on the energy level. It's gonna be a very shifty year where vibrations are up and then they're down and they're up and they're down, and it's gonna be crazy because a lot of people are, it's not necessarily that we're recovering from a certain thing that happened in 2020 that you can't say on YouTube, or else your channel gets deleted and demonetized and all this other stuff, and the devil comes and stomps on your testicles, okay, or your breasts. Ember Honeyraven's like, I wonder what it would feel like for the devil to stomp on my breasts. You know, if I had breasts, I would want to wonder the same thing. This is why we're friends, Ember Honeyraven. Now, we're putting in some Osha root because we need the earth. We need the earth. We need the earth. We need to call upon that earth. We need to cleanse this space and this place in time. There is an energy shift that's happening right now, tubies. I don't know if you can feel the energy shift, but I feel the energy shift, and it is some insanity. We're putting in some, so we put in some Osha root for the power of the earth. You can substitute Osha root for patchouli or just dirt. I mean, this is a candle dressing. If you do turn this into an incense and you decide to use dirt, probably burn it outside. Don't burn it inside. I don't know what dirt smells like on a coal, and I really don't ever want to find out. So probably burn it outside with the wind blowing away from you. Okay. Then we're gonna put in some juniper berries. You should be able to find juniper berries anywhere. I mean, go for a walk in your neighborhood. I'm sure your neighbor's got a juniper bush, right? Just rip the whole plant out of the earth. Rip the whole plant out of the earth and just drag it back to your house and pick off the berries. Okay, don't go uprooting plants, right? But you know, there's gotta be a juniper berry bush somewhere in your neighborhood or close to you or something where you could get some juniper berries. Now, if you don't want to use juniper berries, then you can use cedar, or you want something woody. That's essentially what you want, okay? So this is for the power of the Morrigan. Now, juniper for me is a representation of the Morrigan, but at the same time, I mean, it could be representation of protections. It doesn't have to be the Morrigan. You could put in Hecate's herbs. You could put in, I don't know, whatever it is you work with. You do you, girl. Now we can put in some sandalwood because this change is kind of intense, and sandalwood for me is used as like a balancing agent, okay? It has this it's a very musky, kind of earthy smell that just kind of puts everything into perspective and balance. And that's why I use sandalwood a lot in money spells, not just because of Boone or the various demons that I work with, but also because it has a balancing feeling to its energy when it's burning on a coal. In my Herbs and Oils series, which is a playlist on my channel, go find it, you will see that I talk about sandalwood. There's a sandalwood thingy in there. Go learn more about it. I'm not gonna educate you on it, okay? Now we're gonna put in some bone set. You're like, oh God, what's that for? This is gonna remove curses, hexes, negative energy, magic, just all of that stuff. Okay, If you're familiar with Scott Cunningham, it's really great for exorcisms. I don't know why any of you are doing exorcisms. Half of you aren't even qualified to even be practicing witchcraft, and the other half of you, who aren't begging for money on Patreon, are, nobody really does that anymore. Like, that's such an old thing for me to bring up. Like, let's leave that behind. See, this is the shit we need to leave behind. It's the energy. I'm feeling it. It's like, fucking, oh, it's weird. My whole house has just felt weird, so we need to do this. We need to get rid of this energy. Negative Nancy energy. We don't want it. We don't want it. We still want to be a bitch, but we don't want it. We're queens. We're gonna put in some dragon's blood because it's gonna speed shit up. And last but not least, we're gonna put in a little bit of mugwort. It's great for psyche. Great for psyche. It's like, it helps open your eyeballs. Not your literal ones, your magical eyeballs. You're like, magical eyeballs? What the fuck are you talking about? Your third fucking eyeball. Christ, people. Anyways. Okay. Gonna put a little bit of Bertolli olive oil extra light on this candle. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. I'm too poor for coconut oil. You know how much coconut oil cost? This cost me $3. You know how much a thing of coconut oil that you used to see me using in my videos cost me? $8. Bitch, I can barely afford to put bread on the table, let alone get an $8 bottle of oil. You're like, I think you have other problems in your life that you should probably be addressing before addressing. We're gonna address this candle. And just kind of messily, I guess, dress it. And then put some in here. Now, let's get a little bit of this off of here. This is probably going to erupt because it's an overdressed candle, but it's fine. Do we need to burn any of this? Tell me now or forever hold your damn peace, because you're all up in my head right now. Okay, we're gonna burn some. Right? You gotta love it when they make up their minds. Just make up your mind. I need everybody to be quiet right now. That's what I need. The spiritual energy in my house is just all over the place right now, and we need to balance it out. We don't need a whole coal. Because remember, we're poor. We can't afford to buy any more of these. Use as little as possible. You're like, can you I can buy groceries, people. I'm not that poor. But I'm very, very poor. I'm poor enough where I get paid and it's all gone. All gone. It's either in savings or it's towards bills. You know what? We're not talking about this right now. We're not dealing with this. Tibbies, it's magnificent. I could feel the energy just shift. Just shift. It just shifts, and the vibrations, I wish you could feel the vibrations right now. It's just everything is so calm. There isn't a care in the world, Tubies. It's like I can envision everything that I need, everything that I want, and the sunshine is so bright. I wish you could see it, Tubies. I wish you could feel this energy. We're gonna light this candle now. We thank the spirits for their guidance. That's what you gotta do, Tubies. You gotta thank your spirits for their guidance. They will lift you. They will lift you out. You will see the truth. It will be so clear to you. You just have to listen, Tubies. Listen to your spirits. Listen to your entities. It's so beautiful, Tubies. Magic doesn't need to be complicated or expensive. And you don't have to worry about a thing, Tubies. Lifting your vibrations just out of all the negativity and rising yourself up for a fresh, beautiful year. It's only the 2nd of January. You're like, oh God, we're months behind. I told you people, we're time traveling. Christ. Ruining my vibrations. But it's like strings, and you just flatten them out. You just flatten them out. And you just lift. And it's like everything, it's like the whole world just seems to slip away. And there's a clarity. I wish half of you knew what I was talking about, and I wish that I didn't sound as crazy as I probably do, but you know, that's witchcraft for you. Now, we have one last thing to do. Because we may be cleansing and we may be purifying, but girl, we need to also be protecting. So this is a little bit of black salt that I'm just putting around the candle. And we just need to visualize that we're protected. I don't do a lot of protection magics, Tubies, you know this. I'm not the type of witch that's like, ooh, we need to protect our house, ooh, we need to do this, ooh, we need to do that. And if you that type of witch, then girl, you do you. Don't come for me, you do you. You do whatever you want to do with your own craft. Okay. I ain't no damn teacher. I'm just an old school folksy ass witch. One of them backwoods bitches. I hope you got something out of today's video, okay? I love all of you.